Yeah. SNN. Episode 9. Finally in HD. We've upgraded to about 2012 era. Okay. Now, I'm gonna just have to start with this fucking tweet. There's a lot of things I could start with. But good God. Everyone who wondered, why are you talking shit on Donald Trump? Well, maybe because at one point I believed in the guy. Mark Levin, a truly great American patriot, is somewhat under siege by people with far less intellect. Can you intellectually beat them, Trump? They're cutting in half women. Mark is tough, strong, and brilliant. Hence the nickname, the Great One, that was given to him by fucking Sean Hannity. Because all Trump does in his life, bro, is sit and watch Fox News, dude. They keep him insulated from, like, actually popular people. And then the war propagandist is all he listened to. I mean, I remember even last year when Tucker, like, criticized, the 12-day war, the Panicans. When that happened, I remember him talking shit on Tucker and all this. And look, now Mark Levin is a truly great American patriot because all he wants to see is Iran get defeated. It doesn't matter how horribly bad, it doesn't matter how many people die in America. It doesn't matter how much our prices go up in America. And we'll never really be given a solid reason why their regime needs to be taken out. We'll never ever be given that. Never. You're just told they're evil and you have to believe them because Bibi said so. A guy who literally is wanted by international criminal courts, and he's only delayed his trial in his own home country because of wars. So, this is Trump. This is Trump today. It's fucking madness, bro. It's madness. Mark would often do Sean's show speaking as a lawyer, and Sean realized then, as do others, that he was special. What's so special about having an only Israel position? You could agree with, it's just like Ben Shapiro. You could agree with him on everything else on planet Earth, but if you disagree on Israel, not only do they don't like you, they won't debate you, they'll call you anti-Semite, they want to shut you down and cancel you, just like a woke liberal. But they're right wing. They're MAGA. And this is what now. Anyway, I'm not going to read this whole thing, but he's saying the people talking ill of Mark and speak ideas, policies, and footings are not MAGA. They're not MAGA. And I want to point something out. Donald Trump on his whole entire campaign trail is not MAGA by his standards as of today. And as of since he launched the war. As of whenever the fuck BB was like, here's all the blackmail, bro. Greatness and success for America. That's why we got to do a joint strike in Iran. And we're not going to win. And it's not going to be over soon. I put everything on it. Now let's load up his shitty... The request was... Get the fuck off my screen. Good. So... U.S. Olympic bobsledder surprises Trump. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I think there was something else he had on here. Peace through strength, bro. You see all the peace that's being committed? The peace that happened at that all-girls school? The peace, bro. Through strength, peace. That was so peaceful. It was a peaceful, like how CNN peaceful but fiery protest. This is the Republican version of it, except for it's like entire schools getting bombed, and that's it's peaceful but bomby. Peace through strength. This motherfucker keeps posting this. I'm only on True Social. What other reason would he be on True Social than to just see what he says? He used to be on Twitter, Thank you to President Trump for lowering mortgage rates. Doubt that's true, and if it is, then it doesn't factor in all the other things that have gone up, which is pretty much everything. Iran had plans of just taking over the entire Middle East and completely obliterating Israel. Like Iran itself, those plans are now dead. President Donald J. Trump. Shut the fuck up. It's hard to be sarcastic. No, I'm not going to be. Look at the, at least not when talking about this part. Look at this fool, dude. This is peace. We're not going to change. No more regime change wars. No more. I should play that video. But what's the point? Everybody who is anti-war, who voted for this fool, remembers. They remember he said no more war. I know they want us to have the memory of a goldfish, but that is what he said. Not that it means shit. Politicians lie all the time, but this was Mr. They indicted me. I'm gonna indict the real criminals. Really, he's a fucking piece of shit. I'm trying to. There's something I saw something else about panicans. That's the only reason I want to continue on this. They were sending legal requests to me for looking at a goddamn channel and commenting on it. I wouldn't be surprised. I can't even go under that now. I just read that a second ago. Are you kidding me? Where's oh, here we go. Peace through strength. No panicans. What he said last time. The panicans. People like Charlie Kirk and Tucker who actually talked him out of making it a wider conflict. Now Charlie Kirk is dead and Tucker is being basically they're trying to arrest him. That's what happens if you don't go to war with Iran and then we're panicans. How about you're a lying sack of shit? How's that? You're a billionaire piece of shit who's definitely a pedophile on the Epstein fucking list, and you completely betrayed everyone in your base, and all the people who hated on you for all those years, they had a reason for hating on you. Their reasons were stupid, but there was a good reason to hate on you, so I'm glad you received hate even during the years that you were, you know, propping up and pretending that you're anti-establishment. I'm glad you always received hate during that time, and you're going to receive more than you ever did now. And go ahead, do what you're going to do. Throw them in jail. Throw every one of us in jail. You're gonna have a fucking whole country full of people in jail because no one wants a stupid ass war. Seriously, only those stupid ass Mark Levin and Ben Shapiro, who should be sent to the front lines to the IDF or the fucking whatever, whoever's fighting. I guess the Americans are too. They should be sent straight to the front lines and have the balls to actually fight for what they believe in, rather than just always talk and talk shit about, oh, yeah, this is what we gotta do. So, sorry, there's my unsarcastic but realistic point of view looking at that. Trump's True Social. What a lying sack of shit he was. If you ever followed him on campaign promises, yeah, he ain't even sorry to you. He's saying you're not MAGA now. And I'm saying to him, fuck you. How's that? And fuck Israel. And fuck your dumb war. I don't want it. No one wants it. It's so beneficial. So beneficial. Iran and proxies launched strikes across the region, hitting a hotel and disrupting flights. Isn't that beneficial to America? That's making America great again. America first. USA! 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 There you go. Let's fucking chant USA to the stupid ass, dumb ass strikes right there. Because we're disrupting flights. USA! Idiots who keep following Trump. Unless Q is real, there's no way this fool can redeem himself now. None. And they want fucking JD Vance to go run. Yeah. What are they gonna do? They're gonna make up a story that JD Vance was actually not in charge. He actually was against it secretly behind the scenes. I'm predicting the future now. I can already see it. He's already, because I already saw a story about this, and it amazes me. He will probably be promoted as the guy who I didn't want Trump to go into Iran. And then Erica Kirk will be his fucking vice president. Oh yeah, she doesn't give weird vibes, you know? It's coming out to sparklers to her husband's funeral, calling her husband's funeral the event of the century. Nothing weird about that. That bitch. What the fuck, bro? This is what is happening to this country. Are you happy? And I know I'm recycling something I've said in the past, but are you happy about this? Anyway, let's just look at the stories. Let's get into it. Spent 10 minutes talking shit. It's deserved. Trump is a fucking traitor. He betrayed all of his base. And it doesn't, World War III was going to probably happen either way. I just think they would have probably started it more poking the bear at Russia before Iran, but whatever. They'll all eventually team up against us because it's just fucking that's what it is. All these top things. Nancy grew war with Iran. DHS shut down. Like, God. Anything negative? Oh, the Oscars. Well, that's negative too because it's just some gay ass pop culture bullshit. It always is. But I bet you I don't know who won. And it's not because I'm out of touch. It's because they're out of touch. They don't even. Popular movies don't win. It's whatever's woke and has an agenda. That wins. So, let's see. And that's another thing. I'm looking at Irish Prime Minister. That's ironic. Wearing an island shirt. Not out of hate for U.S. or anything. Just because, about to be St. Paddy's Day. And this is the episode before it. And I am 100% bloodline Irish. I am fully Americana in terms of where I'm from, though. And that's what I'm talking about. But this guy's a faggot right here. I'm going to just straight up say it right now. I don't know if he really is, but I think he is. But I don't like him. But he shared a message. Irish Americans ahead of St. Patrick's Day. Let's see how I perceive it. I'm a dual citizen. Let's see how I perceive it. Irish Prime Minister Michael Martin addressed how Europeans are perceiving the United States war in Iran. From the Irish perspective, we prefer peaceful resolution of conflict. If that's possible, we ultimately believe in diplomacy and dialogue. Which is good. But it's crazy. Everyone... Wait, hold up. I haven't finished. This guy said, everyone has acknowledged that you cannot have a rogue state like Iran getting nuclear weapons. Except North Korea got them. I guess we can't. We're just going to leave them be. They heard the Paul McCartney song. They were about to strike, North Korea one day, and then they just heard, let it be, and then they let it be. But Iran, no. And then North Korea ended up getting a nuke. And everyone has acknowledged that you cannot have a road state like them getting control of nuclear weapons. Yeah. I hate when Middle Eastern rogue states get control of nuclear weapons and they do it secretly and our president dies. Whoa. But anyway, he noted Ireland's long-standing diplomatic approach, the lessons the country learned through the 30-year conflict known as the Troubles. Yeah. Yeah, we had war in... Okay, we had war in Ireland. Yeah, for sure. He's saying we need diplomacy and all that. That's great. But at the same time, I'm sure he would love to go to war with Russia, which is even stupider than Iran. Because Europeans right now are just out of their mind. I don't know for sure about him, though. I'm not going to totally judge him, but I know he's a stupid, liberal, woke fucking bitch. And I'm sorry. I have to just say it. Everyone who promoted the COVID war in any country, deserves to be called out for it now. Fauci he puts his head in the sand now. No one sees him anymore because why? He's very hated. For some reason in Europe, these people are just still in power. It just shows how much more captured Europe is. It's sad. But totally, I'm totally going off subject. But what does it matter? What the fuck? Jerry O'Connor. Great. I don't even know who the fuck that is. See, and you'll see why. I just, of course I'm not going to talk about stupid shit that means nothing to me. Sheriff denies judge's order to release repeat offender with 35 arrests. Well, the other 34 times, they didn't deny it. Or maybe he served time. I don't know. But let's see, Las Vegas sheriff. Oh my God, Las Vegas. They're actually like, you know what? We're not gonna let you go this time. We'll give you 2 weeks. See what he did for those 2 weeks. Sanchez Lopez, 36. Those 35 arrests. His criminal record. and prior prison time for drug and involuntary manslaughter charges. Someone's dead because of this guy. And only now they're just saying, you know what? You've been arrested 34 other times. I kind of think maybe we should just make you stay in jail a little bit. It's Vegas, so you're not going to the big house. You're not going to prison. He allegedly ran from officers while with a gun in 2020. He posted on Snapchat showing his ankle monitor saying he got chased again. What a fucking idiot. God, if you're going to be a criminal, at least try to hide your behavior. At least do that. I don't condone criminality, but if you're gonna do it, at least try to hide your behavior. God, it's because it's become so easy to get away with things. And who do we blame? The politicians. They made it that shitty. People are running away from California. I said it on the last episode. They're running away from California under Newsom. Trump has launched the stupidest war illegally, and it's definitely going to get a loss for all Republicans, probably for a long time, but for sure in the next two elections. And you're going to get somebody like Newsom being the president. And so we flee California under Newsom. We're going to have to look for a new country, okay, Americans? We're going to have to look for a new country because he will fucking ruin everything. And he'll make sure it burns down every year, too, by the way, okay? There won't just be a great big fire in California. It'll be a nationwide fire yearly, because that is something he loves to preside over, and he loves to hold a press conference in front of, smiling like the Joker. We have to take a look at that and say, oh yeah, it's still about this guy. Well, the man responsible for somebody being dead will be out a little bit longer. Good to know. At least he's not out right away. I know that's what they were doing the other 30-some times. 30-some times. Retired general who oversaw Ukraine reportedly left secret maps on train and drank heavily. Yeah, who the fuck wouldn't drink heavily? You're in a war, bro. I mean, it's kind of like I might die any day. Shouldn't have left things around. Security breach. Let's see who is it? Was it a Ukrainian guy? He's dead if he's Ukrainian. Oh, it's a U.S. Army general who oversaw. Yeah, but wait, where was the train is what I wonder. He improperly drank too much during one social occasion, according to a report of the DOD Officer Inspector General Major General Antonio Aguto, now retired with commuter. He was returning from Ukraine to Germany on April 3rd, 2024, when he had classified maps, which were stored in a cylindrical tube rather than being properly packaged in double wrapping or locked container because of their size. The March 12th report states, based on interviews with 33 eyewitnesses, bruh. 33. Federal judge was even allegedly drunk when he crashed his Cadillac in a whole nother unrelated story. Crazy drunkenness going on right now, man. Wars and drinking. Don't do that. Do what a certain group of just do amphetamines, okay? That's what they encourage during wartime. Then it's not like you'll shoot at shadows from far away that aren't really there. When the train arrived in Poland, the travel party departed but left a map containing those classified documents on the train. Despite not being the one designated to carry materials on and off the train, Aguto told investigators he took responsibility for the temporary lost maps. Classified documents were located on the train delivered to the U.S. Embassy by the Ukrainian train. 10 to 24 hours after they fucking noticed it missing, bruh. Noticed it missing. And it was found. He drank 2 500 milliliter bottles of cha-cha. It's very important to know that in the story. I mean, can you really be that harsh on them? Who the fuck goes through 1,000 milliliters of fucking straight liquor, cha-cha, Sure, I'm not pronouncing it right, but that's how they're spelling it, and that's how I'm saying it. I'm a fucking American, damn it. And look at this. And it was 40 to 50% alcohol. This guy has. He is a warrior. He had to do what he had to do. He had to do what he had to do. He had to drink because he was in a fucking war zone. Okay? And they recovered the documents. I hope that he didn't get in trouble. And the next morning, he fell again and was incoherent during a high-level meeting that day. And then Secretary of State Antony Blinken, the U.S. ambassador to Ukraine, and Ukrainian military generals, the IG report said, the witness said, Agotu seemed not himself. He questioned whether he should meet with Blinken. And questioned whether he should. Who questioned it? Wait. Yeah, I don't understand who. I guess is Blinken question if he shouldn't, or was the guy questioning it? I don't know. Things aren't really right. While en route to the U.S. embassy and running late, he fell, hitting his jaw on the concrete and tearing his jacket. This is all normal behavior in a fucking war zone, okay? Are you really going to give Aguto so much shit over this? He's a fucking lieutenant colonel, man. That means he passed all the DEI clearance shit. Huh? He's gonna drink. He's just gonna drink. Give him maybe a different position where he doesn't have to walk around and move so much. He can be the guy on the radio drunkenly telling people where to go. And he'll be of great duty and for the rest of his life. You know, even though that we don't take care of the homeless, and I don't mean we, I mean just the government, they don't take care of the homeless. He might be homeless, but at least people will say thank you, sir, for your service, and then proceed to give him money in which he can buy even more booze, because it is a great life to be a drunken military member. Yeah, but anyway, investigators worded that he had been drugged by himself, I'm sure. His appearance was disheveled. His eyes were bloodshot. He had a large invisible wound on his elbow. He spoke more slowly. He seemed confused. He asked the same question repeatedly. Wonder what he was on. He was on a lot of shit, it sounds like. And he frequently returned to the same topic. Later in the afternoon, he sought medical attention, which confirmed he had suffered moderate to severe concussion from the amount of alcohol and pills. But again, heroes. Don't throw heroes under the bus. This guy is fucking. Let's go back up. Remind the world where he was. What is his position again? Major General? People need to shut the fuck up and stop talking shit on that Major General. He's a fucking. Not just your general, he's a Major General. ABC News. And you don't want. I am happy. If it doesn't want to load up, I don't have to go there. We can go to almost anything else. I just had a couple of sites loaded up. Okay, ABC's is lying sack shit anyways. Drudge Report. Fuck. Okay. Oh, these are bomb. These are. I can't fucking read this shit. It's small. MBS urges USA to keep bombing. Who the fuck is MBS? Mark Levin, Ben Shapiro. That's who that is. Mark and Ben Shapiro. Of course they do. And would they ever fight? Never. Do any of them have a set of testicles? I doubt it. Does one of them have a micro penis that was trending over the weekend? Absolutely. Is that the reason that Trump wrote that whole message up, because Mark Levin cried? You betcha. Germany and UK refuse to be drawn into a wider war. And yeah, see, every one of our allies are like, nah, we don't want to be brought into this. And you know, because NATO is not being attacked. Like we are not being attacked. Our bases are being attacked in the Middle East that are surrounding that damn country. I'm not defending it. I don't like it. But this is what Trump and Bibi got us into. They're the reason the bases are destroyed. It's not because of people like me who are saying it's a stupid idea to get into this fucking war. Not for anyone else, Tucker too, or Candace. No. These people are actually reasonable, and Trump needs to just stop being such a stupid, dumb fucking boomer who just believes in nothing but fucking Jewish supremacists and actually listen and hear these people out that he's insulting and actually listen to the people that he probably does listen to Mark Levin actually, but he needs to listen to anyone with an opposing view and realize like, oh yeah, Mark Levin's a fucking psycho weirdo and he's totally full of shit and he's wrong. The escalation trap. I am not paying you shit. So are you're gonna do that to me? It's going to act. Drudge Report just linked me to Axios, bro. The fuck? Day 18. War until September. UAE closes airspace. Hackers claim Microsoft outage. USA asks China for help. China. They're in BRICS. And I and C, Iran and China, is literally the two acronyms that make up BRICS. But China is going to help it. Dude, they'll play both sides because that's kind of like what they like to do. But don't make any mistake about it. They are fucking helping Iran. Also, at the very least. And then Trump miscalculated. How about demasculated? How about lying sack of shit? I don't know. Yeah, golden era. It's the golden era of America, everybody. It's a golden era. Celebrate. Good times tonight. Come on. We are in a war. Everything costs more money. It makes no sense. They didn't even sell us the war in a way that made us fucking inspired and think maybe this is a good idea. They didn't even try. They just said, fuck it. We're going. Don't care what you think. You better accept it. You go to jail. Get your phone CIA'd. Like Tucker. Where we're at. Do the goy bot. Do that. So sickening, man. Trump is such a underage pedophile protector. It'll hurt my friends. That's what he told Marjorie Taylor Greene. It'll hurt my friends. Fuck your fucking pedo ass friends. Fuck them. Am I too harsh? Am I too harsh? He just part of a cabal that is just completely needs to get the fuck out. Could this be the end of Dubai? I don't think it's gonna be the end of Dubai. I think it'll be the end of Dubai doing business with us. And I kind of think the whole Middle East is going to step back from the United States. Israel is going to, of course, demand all of our military might to fucking go over there and take it over. And I know it's supposed to be the sarcastic. It's just how it has to be sometimes. You'll get the unfiltered opinion sometimes because it's is what it is, man. This is a stupid ass thing. It became a war. I was saying it's gonna happen for sure before it happened, and then it fucking did. I don't feel any shock. No surprise. Show some liberal shit. Certainly not news. Let's go to CNN. Are you kidding me? You're really gonna take this fucking long for everything? Okay. Just work. Just work. This is like the phone in standard def seemed to work better almost. What is happening? Does this ever load up? Does anything load up? Is everything just yeah, what's going on? Trump hasn't endorsed Paxton North Korea says it launched a barrage of a dozen nuclear capable rockets But we're not regime changing them because guess what? They got nuclear capable rockets. And their regime is very easy. You can easily make the argument that they're much worse than Iran. But here we are. Make America great again by going into Iran and making everyone in America poorer again. Poorer. And I shouldn't say again because we've been getting poorer since 2020. Under Trump, originally. His fucking last term. And I admit, I think overall he was pretty decent on the economy. Just sold my soul to CNN agreeing to whatever they said. Cuba's power grid collapse after weeks of a U.S. oil blockade. Oh, that's great. We need another war. And then CNN like freezes or shit. I think I might have clicked on it. I don't even fucking know. No, I didn't even click on it. Let's open that in a new tab and get mad at the other headlines while that loads. Rolling storms drops feet of snow. Knocks out power with high winds, disrupts thousands of flights. In addition to the flights being disrupted by, if you're going anywhere in the Middle East. And, yeah. Oh, and look at that little area right there, bro. The U.S. is not using traditional channels in Iran crisis as it seeks ally support, and the allies will not support them. Only ally that said they would do anything is France, and they said only if the situation is more stable, not. You look at that actual strait, the only ones going through there are people who are allies with Iran, not with America. America and its allies are banned from Cuba's power grid. All right, so Cuba's power grid collapses after weeks of a U.S. blockade. What a interest that we need. It just, when you think of all the things, no more wars, none of this regime change. When you think of like, how are we going to make America richer? The average American's life better? This is what we need. We need to go into other countries, spend all our money there, and destroy their shit, spend all our money building their shit back up, and do nothing for the citizens here. That's what we should do. Tax them to death, though. And we can say we're lowering taxes, we're lowering taxes. Meanwhile, do tariffs, which are a tax. Good. It's good. Be Mark Levin delusional, baby. Be that level. It's the best. Be that level. It's a mess. Be the devil. You're undressed and I can see that you are fucking a piece of shit. Don't want to be in this stupid war. All these war hawks are warmongering whores. They would never do a tour. They would never do shit. They are scared ass pricks. They are faggots. It's just the truth. Just the truth. It's just the truth. And we know what's proof is all the lies he said in the campaign trail. He is a liar and he doesn't fail. If you didn't get it yet, you're slower than a snail. Fucking bail from the Trump train. Get the fuck up and be sane. Because the staying on is insane. It's fucking suicide. It's stupid. And it's gay pride. I mean, we are fighting for Israel. Isn't that the gayest country in the Middle East? Yes. Just saying. I'm not saying it's the gayest country in the world, but it's for sure the gayest country in the Middle East. Absolutely. I don't care about that fact. That has nothing to do with it. It's all the other things, okay? Zionists are evil. They're probably responsible for both world wars that have already happened on Earth. For sure, even some of the proxy Cold Wars, too. Who were the Bolsheviks? Were they Zionists? I don't know. Let's read the readings of Trotsky and Lenin, another of the revolutionaries. And I wonder what they said about Zionism. Anyway, it's not the happiest day. It's hard to be happy. It's just hard to be happy. It's a sad time. I didn't want to cover a fucking war weeks into launching a channel. I didn't want to do that. That wasn't planned. But, Donald Trump, man, he did it. It wasn't like they did it. It wasn't like, they were saying, no, Israel pressured him. It doesn't matter, bro. He bent over and got penetrated into the war. That's what happened. He got fucked into the war, literally. I say literally. Literally. Something, bro. Something. So, Trump, I know that not everything I said might have been true. There's something called sarcasm, and it's in the name of my channel. But at the same time, most of what I said about you is true. You are a fucking liar. You betrayed a lot of your base, and you say we're not MAGA anymore. Okay, cool. Fuck you. I'm not gonna go to the Democrats though. They will win because of what you're doing right now. But I'm not gonna be one that goes to the Democrats though. I just know better now. I know better now to trust any of you motherfuckers. Okay, you gotta watch the people who are literally not being funded by APAC. You have to actually see where every cent of their damn money comes from, and those are the only people you can support in the future. That's what I recommend to the world. As Cuba is now being under siege by us, and we're blocking them from getting oil. They're already a poor country. I don't support their communist regime. I don't even think I have to read most of this. It heavily relies on oil for electricity generation. But, we're hurting the citizens. I guarantee you whatever preservation of oil they have, the regime is going to be the only ones using it. So we're just hurting the citizens. That's what the U.S. is doing right now. I'm sick of it. And it's all because Marco Rubio is their Secretary of State, and he didn't like the fucking regime, and his family had to leave it. And they're threatening Turkey, too. World War we're on the precipice of it. I said when Trump was giving his inauguration speech, I was covering that live, and I said, well, this might be the last one he says before World War III. And I said these words can be prophetic, but I hope that it's not true. And I see what's happening. We're trying to acquire Greenland. There's a reason. There's a posture up for a major escalation war. Trump, at the beginning, I liked what he was saying. You don't have the cards. You're gambling with World War III. What are you doing now, Trump? What are you and Bibi doing? I honestly think what you're doing is so much more dangerous than what Voldemort Zelensky, whatever the fuck his name is, Vladimir Voldemort, I don't know. Then Lord Voldemort Zelensky, even he, I don't think was going as stupid as you're going right now. And you're still supporting him, by the way. You changed your tune completely from that, too. What happened to that Trump? What happened to him? You're gambling with millions of people's lives. You're gambling with millions of people's lives. So, hard to be sarcastic today. It's fine. It's just, it depends on the mood. It depends on the news cycle, too. I mean, when you get fed this type of shit, it's not very easy to just be like, when you're an anti-war guy, just be like, this is so good. It's just so good. Our air defense system active over Baghdad near U.S. Embassy compound. Yeah. What if we get attacked? Well, all of our shit's in the Middle East, yeah? Oh, okay. And it's already getting destroyed by drones. Oh. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying all our shit's in the Middle East, but a lot of it is. And, yeah. I don't know. You think the National Guard's gonna fucking save this country if someone attacked us, someone serious? And also, just beware, this is the time that false flags are going to be on the table more than ever. They have not sold the war in a good way. I made it very clear they didn't even try to sell it. But they might, because it's so unpopular. And there's only one way to sell a war, really. And they know what it is. The Gulf of Tonkin, Pearl Harbor, 9/11. Things that piss Americans off, but Americans are also wise to false flags now. So I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go. Pray for peace in this world and rest in peace to the innocents, as I always say. The people who started this conflict, there's a special place in hell for you. You can redeem yourself still, though. And I hope you do. I hope Trump and Bibi redeem themselves. I would rather see that than them getting killed or anything. I really would. As much as I detest these people, I would rather see them redeem themselves because at heart I am a Christian. I would rather that. I would rather that. But I also have to live in a reality, you know? So, um, Trump's 180 on seeking Iran's help emphasizes his unsteady approach. I'm just reading a headline. Yeah, it's just, it's all unsteady. It's all unsteady. It's all a. There are lies going back and forth propaganda. Our approach is unsteady. The objective is unclear. It's stupid. But we don't know our objective. Bibi has to tell Trump, and Trump then has to tell our military. So we'll figure out what happens in the coming days. If anything breaking really happens in between to tomorrow and Wednesday, I may upload again Wednesday, but I may not. I may be back next week. Trying to make this mostly just a weekly thing. Although the tone of this episode may also be a reason I'll come back Wednesday if I feel a little bit, you know, I don't know. No, I'm not in a bad mood. It's just if the news cycle isn't as horrible, then maybe I'll come back Wednesday. But or if something crazy happens, then I would. Otherwise, I will see you next week on Tuesday, and not maybe even this week on Wednesday. For the Sarcastic News Network, this has been Alex Lee saying, "Fuck war, fuck Trump, fuck his lying ass." Fuck everyone who's cheerleading this war. Get your pom poms out and keep cheerleading it with Ben Shapiro, Mark Levin. But you're very, very much in the minority in terms of support for this shit. And yeah, I hope our country gets taken back sometime soon. You know, unoccupied, because we are. We're totally occupied, and pathetic. Anyway, for SNN, as sarcastic as I could be today. I will see you.